Hi, everyone. Welcome to Trevera Tip Tuesday. Jamie and I were just talking. This is Tip Tuesday number 14. Since we don't do them every week, that means we've been in quarantine for more than 14 weeks. When we started this, we had no idea it would go on for this long. But in case you've missed it, our last tip was about how zero-click searches have really changed SEO. And this is a big deal and a game changer for SEO. So Google updates their algorithms about 3,000 times a year, and they have made some big changes in what shows up in search. And you've probably noticed a lot of these things, but you might not have thought about how your SEO and your content strategy needs to change to accommodate them. So if you want to, go ahead and check that out either at trevera.com in the resources section or on our YouTube channel. I'm Christina Stetter, the EVP here at Trevera, and this week I am talking with our favorite VP of Business Development, Jamie Reinhardt, about something that is really the difference between failure and success in digital marketing, and that is research and strategic planning. So Jamie, can you introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Jamie Reinhardt. I am the Senior VP of Business Development at Trevera, and I have been working at Trevera for exactly 5 years. Today is my anniversary, so there we go. It's my work anniversary.
Happy Trevera-versary, Jay.
Yay!
And I'm sorry I accidentally demoted you there. So let's set the stage for this conversation. You know, as our Senior VP of Business Development, you are the person that our prospective clients have very first contact with when they reach out to Trevera. And we sit near each other when we're in the office.
Yep.
And I overhear a lot of these calls, and it sounds like a lot of people come to us expecting us to jump into creating a list of tactics. And they're really surprised by our approach and how much research we do, and that we insist on a discovery phase. Am I right about that?
Yeah, yes, you are. Yeah, usually companies call us with a specific need or project in mind. Most companies are looking for tactical help, a lot of times overlooking how the tactical approach can and really does affect their entire marketing strategy. So it's surprising, even larger companies who have worked with digital marketing agencies in the past ask about the need for the discovery and why that's something that we do at Trevera. The good news is most of the time when you explain the process, companies that we work with understand that it not only matters, but is essential for making data-driven, ROI-based marketing decisions. There we go. That's a mouthful.
Yeah, and I obviously I agree. I think this process is super important. You know, after your initial phone call, we meet with the client together, and we often hear that they aren't really sure if they're getting results from their marketing. So a lot of times they are working with another agency, and we hear a lot about tactics, but often the prospective client isn't sure why these things are being done, or they're being done but they're not integrated together. And that's why a strategy and this discovery process is so important, because if you don't do the strategy part, you can't measure ROI because you literally don't know what to measure.
I totally agree. When we describe the discovery process, people say they haven't been through anything like this before. It takes a lot of trust, and it really does slow down the tactical work to begin with. But in the long run, it's the only way you can guarantee that your tactics are in line with the strategy and you're working towards actual goals. Christina, since you are in charge of Trevera's discovery process, could you describe it for everyone?
Absolutely. We call our process Evaluate, and we begin with a kickoff meeting. This is really important, and it's a long meeting. It's generally 3 to 4 hours long. And we ask for all the stakeholders in the marketing work to be in this meeting. So that's not just marketing. Usually it includes the CEO, the CMO, the COO, sales, product development, or anyone that really has the opportunity to deliver messaging and knows our client's customer well. We want to talk to them and hear from them, because our client is coming to us. They're not usually a new business. We just met with someone last week who'd been in business over 100 years. So obviously there's a reason that they've been around that long and they've achieved success for those reasons. So we want to understand that. And we do a lot of different exercises in this meeting. But one of the ones that I always get the most excited about is an archetype exercise, which is a brand personality exercise. We're going to do a later Tip Tuesday on this, so I won't delve into it too much. But I can say that we have a quiz on our website, which let me show everybody what that looks like so that you know where to find it. It's on the resources tab at Trevera.com. So you just go there, click on resources, and you'll see a box that says archetypes. And if you click on it, this is the screen that you'll get. And we have a quiz. You'll see there's a button at the bottom of the page. And if you click that button, you can be taken to a quiz that you can try. And then it will give you a couple of ideas for possible archetypes for your brand. So you can learn a little bit about the process. And then afterwards, we'll send you a couple of emails that help you understand what to do with the information, because it's not enough to have the information. You have to know what to do with it. But the thing that's really great about this is I've been doing this kind of work for a long time and have tried doing it a lot of different ways. And archetypes work for every business. It doesn't matter whether you're manufacturing or healthcare or banking or law or B2B or B2C, it always works. And so this process is just phenomenal, and it's the way to go for sure.
Yeah, I always sit on the meetings, and they're great, and they do help our team talk to your team and gain marketing insights right directly from the companies that we work with. But it always results in clients having weird conversations or getting real weird. Opens up conversations between people who you see each other on every day, but it gets you outside your comfort zone, and you start having different conversations, and it really leads to can lead to organizational shifts, but it leads to a lot of great marketing ideas. It's super interesting because it always seems like people at the same company, you always think that everyone thinks the same until you get everyone in a room and you discover you have different perspectives on what matters to customers, what your business goals are, et cetera, et cetera. So it's always great to get all these people in one room together, because you can really move forward with ideas. Christina, what happens after these meetings?
Yeah, that's obviously not the end of it. And so the next thing is a really important part, which is obviously research. And you mentioned how we get people in a room, and you'll have two people at the same company who have a completely different perspective on a topic. And so what we do is we try to resolve those, I don't want to say conflicts, because they're not bad things, they're just different viewpoints. But we do a lot of research both for our client and on their competitors. So for our clients, we'll look at their website analytics, we'll look at Google Search Console, Google My Business. We have a couple of paid tools that we use, SEO Moz and SEMrush in particular, that help us learn about, for example, what search terms bring people to your site? How do people use your website? It's not uncommon for us to find that people are putting a lot of time and energy into creating content and trying to use their website to develop business and actually make money, but then discover that that content isn't ranking for anything and it's not bringing people to their company. And so that's kind of a waste of time and money, so we want to figure out, why is that happening? And so what we can do is we can also use these tools then to look at your competitors. What are they ranking for? How much traffic do they have? Are they advertising? We can see samples of their ads. We look at everybody's social channels so we can see how are they engaging and how does this work align with the business goals that you have? Because marketing isn't necessarily about measuring fluffy metrics like traffic or likes. It's about driving business and helping the company make money. That's what it is. That's how you get ROI.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do so much competitive research, right?
Yeah.
And it seems people don't realize that how much we can learn from our competition and the competitors.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, we can look at search terms, advertising. We try to figure out how they're positioning themselves. We want to know, are they using something like HubSpot maybe to do inbound marketing and drive people back to their site? Are they creating videos? We want to understand our client sales funnel and their competition's sales funnel. And then we do a lot of research on the target market so that we can create personas, because we need to understand these people as people. And sometimes in digital marketing, it's easy to think about people as visitors or likes or clicks or something like that, but they're not. They're actually people who are doing these things. And we need to relate to them in this way. That's part of the reason the archetype exercise is so important. But the goal is to plan activities that drive business because they meet the needs of the target audience. And that's why all this research is so important.
Yeah, it's always amazing to see how our teams combine that data-driven research and planning with what they learned from the different stakeholders in the meetings and turn it around into a plan. It's truly like a team approach and works so well because of the collaboration that happens during the process. It's not one side telling the other side what to do. It's both sides really collaborating to come up with a plan. In the end, the collaborative nature of the process results in plans designed to meet specific business goals. Everyone gets their own plan. By the end of the developing the plan, everyone should know what their goals are, which is so important, and how we're going to accomplish them, because what else do you have after that? When we finish the plan, we walk your team through an extensive executive presentation so everybody is on board and understands what we're trying to do.
Right, and that presentation takes about 2 hours. And it's because first we need to share what did the client tell us, because that happened a couple of months ago. And then we walk them through all of our research, which takes a long time, but it's important for them to see how we resolved the differences in opinion and how our ideas developed and all of the data that's behind all of this. And then finally, we present our ideas and a monthly plan for execution. And it's hard for clients to wait for this, truly. I mean, of course, everybody's impatient and we all want to get to the fun part, where we're actually creating things and advertising and coming up with campaigns. But if we take this approach, we end up with something that not only looks good and is creative, but we've used data to make smarter decisions. And really, in general, marketing is very data-driven now, or it should be, because the data is there.
Yeah, I mean, I love how the process, because it is like the definition of collaboration. And in the end, everyone has all the information they need to get moving. Finally, we can get moving and really make a difference. It is usually the start of a long, long relationship with our clients. And that's what we're striving for, because no one wants to switch agencies. No one wants to lose a client.
No, we have clients who've been with us for 5, 10, 15, even 20 years, which is unheard of in our world, but I think it's this process that really makes a difference. I've been at Trevera 4 years. It is not my Trevera-versary today, but over that time, we've really refined this process, and it's well worth the couple of months that it takes, because we've never done this, in my time at least, where a client didn't learn something about themselves and wasn't excited to implement the ideas that we came up with. I mean, the reaction is usually, wow, and can we start tomorrow doing this, So if you, watching this video, are interested in what we're doing and you want to experience what this is like, you need to reach out to Jamie. And we make that pretty darn easy to do. You can find a contact us button on literally every single page of the Trevera website.
Oh yeah.
Picture is everywhere. We want you to talk to him, and he's a super fun guy and really easy to talk to.
And easy to talk to.
Yeah. So be sure to reach out to him. And then also, if you want to learn more from us, check back nearly every Tuesday. We post a Tip Tuesday. We've slowed down a little bit in the summer. And then also be sure to look for us at the upcoming BizTimes Expo. We will be talking about the latest developments in search engine optimization. So Jamie, thank you so much for sharing your time with us today. We really, really appreciate you being here. And everybody be sure to talk to Jamie. So thanks a lot.
All right. Thank you, Christina. See you later.
All right, bye.